Social Media 101. We are going to be talking about all things posting and social media tonight. The first thing I want to touch on is consistency. It is very important if you want to be taken seriously in this business, then you have to take your business seriously. It's just like having a brick and mortar business. It's like, Target or wherever. You want to be advertising. They have commercials on TV, etc. If you are not talking about and sharing about your business, assume business is closed. So every single day, 7 days of the week, 365 days of the year, we are posting and sharing on social media if that is how you choose to work your business. I do talk to people when I'm out and about as well. When my daughter was playing softball, I was talking to other moms when they would ask what I would do. Social media is the primary way that I work my business, which means my doors are always open. I post at least 3 times a day, every single day. Now, my posting will be the guidelines for me on what my goals are for that month. If I am pushing for volume in sales and customers, I'm going to be posting more before and afters and product posts. If I am looking for some new distributors that I'd like to add to the team, my posts will be geared a little bit more business wise. So whatever your goals are is really how you should be posting and what you should be posting every day. Something that I found to be very helpful when I was starting in the business and working full time with 2 kids was pre-planning my posts. So I would use the notes section in my phone and I would type up a post, maybe have an image attached to it, like my morning coffee or a before and after or something to that effect. And I would save it into my phone. So when I got up in the morning, I pretty much had a full day's worth of posts pre-planned for me. So it was very easy to go in and copy, paste, and that's it. As I said in the previous video, I know some people are just not able to have their phones on them at work. So slipping away for a bathroom break or lunch break or something to that effect, and you can just get a post up quickly and easily. The next thing I want to talk about is quality. The quality of your photos is what is going to draw attention. When it comes to the content, the images that you are posting, making sure that they are bright, that they are clear, that they are attractive. Ask yourself before you post something, would I stop and look at this? Is this attractive to me? Because attraction marketing is what it's all about. It's drawing people in, okay? That goes for your profile picture. If your profile picture is of something other than yourself, I would highly recommend changing that to be a photo of yourself. Cover photos for me are usually like something inspirational, or it's a family photo or something like that. Your page should be a very positive and inspirational and clear and bright place. So I would recommend editing those things if you have not already. In your bio on your Facebook feed, I will give you a quick example. One, I do not post anywhere on my bio or under my work or anything like that I am a rep for It Works. What you should have in your bio this is pretty much what mine looks like if you go to my page. It is a few things that describe me. It is, I am a mentor, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a mom of 2, I'm a wife. Things that describe you as a person, a favorite quote maybe, something to that effect. Also, there is an area, if you don't already have this, where you can add some cool fun photos, things like that. If you need help with anything, please feel free to reach out to your enroller or to myself. So kind of a social media makeover, if you will. So whether it's before and after photos or it is personal product photos, anything like that, again, just making sure that they are bright, they are clear, they are attractive. Taking a second to ask yourself, would you stop and look and or read this post? I don't believe in myself as a salesperson. I try not to be sales pitchy with my posts, and I suggest my team to do the same thing. You are posting for the consumer, if you will. What problem are you trying to solve when it comes to weight loss, if it comes to energy, if it comes to skincare, anything like that? Your post should come off as if you are talking to a friend. So You can go and look at some posts on my page if you want to get a good idea, or maybe your enroller and see kind of what they are posting. But you are posting to solve a problem. So something along the lines of no better way to start my day than fat burning coffee, or something to that effect. It doesn't have to be a long drawn out post with bullet points of all of those things. It can just be something very inviting, something short and sweet that people are going to stop and read it. So again, making sure your posts sound like yourself, how you would talk in person, how you would talk to one of your friends. Next thing I want to talk about is frequency of posting. I highly recommend posting every 2 hours. My posts usually go something like this. My first post of the day when I wake up in the morning is maybe an inspirational quote. Maybe it's something funny. Maybe it's a selfie, picture of my kids. It's a personal post. That's what I would call that. It is a post where people can get to know you as a person. Usually the next post is either going to be product or business related. It's typically 2 hours later. My next post is going to be a personal post. My post 2 hours after that is going to be either business or products, etc. You're going to kind of flip-flop your posts. Now, your personal posts should not always be a quote or something like that. Your personal posts are a way for people to get to know you, which brings me into the next category I want to talk about, which is branding yourself. It Works Global is their own brand. Okay, so with you posting and sharing about the products and the business opportunity and your social media is how you are going to brand yourself. What I mean by that is your personal posts and your Facebook page should be obviously primarily about you as a person and your family and things that you love. So think of at least 5 things that describe you as a person or that you enjoy as a person. So for me, it's I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I love Target, I hate to cook, I think I'm funny, this business. There are several things that define me as a person, and it allows people to get to know you. I post funny things about my 5-year-old because she says the craziest things, does the craziest things. People find humor in that. So I post about my kids often. I post funny things like funny quotes. I do post about my business. I post about Target. When I'm in the hair studio, still every now and again, I'll post my before and afters of my hair clients. We have horses, so I'll share photos of that. So branding yourself means just allowing people to get to know you as a person. What does she like? What does she enjoy? Who is she? So that is part of branding yourself. That is kind of what your social media should consist of. The next thing I want to talk about is interaction. So interaction is huge. If you are like my husband and you have Facebook basically just to scroll the dark hole and see what everyone else is up to, but you rarely ever posted before this business, you're probably feeling like, wow, posting every 2 hours is kind of a lot. Maybe before this business, you didn't interact a whole lot. Like I said, if you're like my husband and you just kind of scrolled the dark hole of it all, your interaction right now is probably not super high. So here are some things that we're going to go over to help boost your interaction on a daily basis. I always say you have to give love to get love, which means you need to interact on your social media and engage with other people. Now, every single thing has a different weight when it comes to the Facebook algorithm. They say only 10% of your friends list sees your posts. So, if you are interacting with your 2 best friends, one of your coworkers, maybe a family member, and a few other people, those are the people that primarily see your posts. And how you can tell that is who is in your feed is probably who you're interacting with, right? So you have to kind of expand outside of those few people that you interact with. And we need to start interacting with more people within your friends list. So everything on Facebook has an algorithm, a different weight when it comes to the algorithm. When I talk about algorithm, you need to be a little bit more interactive. It's a social space, right? So if you're not being super social, Facebook isn't finding your stuff worthy to put up in other people's news feeds. So liking a post is good. Commenting is even better. Messaging is best. So interacting in other people's on your friends list, you're going to comment on things. Maybe you'll private message them. You see them on vacation. Maybe you like their swimsuit on vacation. Shoot them a message. Hey, where did you get it? Rather than just commenting. You see someone post a recipe. Shoot them a message. Hey, can you share that? Or someone shares a picture of their dinner. You can shoot them a message and say, hey, what's the recipe? Things like that. You want to really interact and engage. Interactive posts are huge. I try to do them at least once a week, but typically twice. And what these are basically questions that you are putting out there on Facebook. They could be a simple, one of the girls posted one tonight, so I will find that. So something like, rather than going to Google and searching for something like, I don't know, best household cleaners, I don't know, something like that. You can put out there, what's your favorite, okay, here's a good one. What's your favorite mascara? You can put that out there rather than Googling and looking at reviews and blah, blah, blah. You can be asking people for recommendations, asking questions. There are photos of interactive posts, which you can find on Pinterest as well. This is a good one that one of our girls posted. It says, what is your guilty pleasure TV show? Now that gets people interacting on your post. The more people that engage with you, the more likely your posts are to show up in their news feeds. So you got to give love to get love. Posting regularly is key, obviously. Whether you're posting personal stuff, business stuff, product posts, to stay consistent and post regularly is super important for that as well. Using certain features on Facebook is going to be super important. So when you create a post, you can add your location. So for me, it would be Phoenix, Arizona. Using the polls feature, when you go to make a post on your feed, your post, it's going to look like this. You can scroll down and there's a little area for a poll. So you can click on that. You can ask a question and give people options that they can click on. Those are super fun. You can do it when it comes to a business post, a product post, a personal post, different things like that. Sharing the location, using GIFs, using the stickers, just getting familiar with some of the features. Using the colored backgrounds when you're posting is super fun too. Okay. Also, scrolling through stories on Facebook and or Instagram is super important. So if I am going to, your stories are at the top if you don't already know that, and you can click on someone's story and you can watch and you can interact. So when I interact on that, that sends to her via Messenger, okay? Now when I'm interacting in stories and it's going to their Messenger, it's basically boosting my stuff into their newsfeed, showing we like to interact with one another. So really making sure you're stepping out of your comfort zone in that same circle of friends that you're always interacting with and start engaging with more people. Another thing that you can do if you're like, I just don't know how to find more people on my newsfeed to interact with because I see the same stuff. When you're on your feed, if you click the menu button, and you should have a thing that says most recent. If you click on that, it is going to pull up the most recent posts in your feed. These are people that you might not even interact with. You might not even know who they are. Like, who is this person on my friends list that I've never interacted with? That's a really good place to go and interact with people. Another thing that I like to do, I'm sure most of us do it. Again, click on the menu on your Facebook, and you can go down to memories. When you scroll all the way down past all the pictures and posts from before, at the very bottom, if you made friends with anyone that day, whether it was a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, at the very end of it, it's going to show Tanya became friends with Susie on this day. I'm going to go to Susie's page and I'm going to interact with her as well. So those are some good tips for interaction. Also, posting in stories. Just about every single post that I put up on my page, which I will show you, I add to my story. So here's my photos. I'm going to post a photo right here. Then when I go to share at the top, you can click on add to story and then share now. It will not only add your post to your Facebook page, it will also add it into your story. Stories are huge. Facebook has added this new feature and they're running with it. People view it. What I love is that you can see who viewed it. So here's a picture of my girls I posted this morning in a post. At the bottom, where it has how many people, I can click on that and I can see who's viewing my stuff. I do product posts in there as well, and you can post things into your story that you don't post on your Facebook page as well. It's your preference. It's just a tool that I highly recommend using. Let's see if there's anything else. For social media content, what you can do is there's a couple different things. So if you are kind of at a loss with what to post, or if you see something that somebody else posted, you can save it to a collection, for example. So say I like her post. Say it's like a business or a product post or something inspirational, and I want to use that, but I don't want to use it right now. You can click the three dots and you can click on Save Post. When you click Save Post, it gives you an option for a new collection, which I have created. So I have one that says, whoops. So in my collection, I have all different stuff. I'll show you the different categories that I have on here. So I have product posts, inspirational posts, business posts, all kinds of stuff. So you can create different categories in your collection. To access those again later, you'll click on the menu. Click on Saved. Click on See All for all your different categories that you have. So I have, again, product posts, and it has saved all of the posts that I have liked and I have saved. I can go in, and then if I want to use this one, I can copy. I can save this image. And I can go to my Facebook page and paste and add the image. I highly recommend, if you're going to copy and paste posts that you find that you really like, that you want to share as well, I recommend changing at least 20% of the verbiage in there, or add emojis or things like that, because if something is shared and copy and pasted too many times, Facebook kind of puts a cap on it and says that's enough, and they don't continue to share it. So that is something super important as well. So you can save things to different collections. I do have different albums on my phone, like product posts, business posts, things like that. So you can create different photo albums within your albums on your phone, so you always kind of have an image to go to. Another thing that I have done, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have Pinterest. If not, get it. Set up an account with Pinterest. So what you can do is, say you want to post about the ThermoFight X or the weight loss coffee or whatever. If you go to Pinterest and you type in the search bar up top, you can type in "It Works Keto Coffee" if that's something that you're looking for. And it's going to pull up tons and tons of different images that you can share. Photos that I do not recommend typically are like these types of things that look very adsy, very commercial-like. I would prefer to post something more along the lines of this, or a personal picture of me using the products. Something like this, I think, would be a good photo to use. So I kind of stay away from, the black, green, and bling. While I'm on It Works Keto Coffee, it gives me options up here, like results. That is going to pull up some before and after pictures as well that I can save and use to post on my social media page. I do like to kind of tell a story sometimes. Remember that when you are posting, you are solving a problem for somebody. So right now, summer's coming up. I have talked to a number of personal clients that I just got started last month, and they're like, listen, girl, I just went swimsuit shopping and I'm not feeling it. What can you help me with? So right now, a lot of posting about getting in their shorts for summer, or reducing cellulite, which would be our defining gel, things like that. Just weight loss in general, who's ready to get bikini ready, stuff like that. That is the kind of stuff that I would recommend posting about. Let's see if there is anything else. I think that is it for the basics of social media and posting. If you have any questions, just make sure that you message me, message your enroller. Feel free to post in the chat in here if you have any questions whatsoever about social media. If you are having a struggle with something, please feel free to reach out. Another thing that we like to do within the team is definitely interact on each other's posts. So we try to do that as much as we see it in our own news feeds. But if you put up a post and it didn't get a whole lot of love, always feel free to post in the team chat and or in the newbie chat here and just say, hey guys, would you mind showing some love on my last post? And anyone that sees that comment in the chat will then go and show some love on your post. So that is what I would recommend. Last but not least, everyone that interacts on my posts, I interact with them. So if I have 20 people like one of my posts, I'm going to go to all 20 people and I'm going to go interact and show some love on their Facebook page as well. It really kind of helps build those bonds and those friendships. We are branding ourselves. People will reach out to us to either be their rep for products or join us in the business when they know, like, and trust us. So make sure that you are putting yourself out there. It might be a little uncomfortable for some of you to start with, but I promise you it will get easier as you go.